All right, so for my deep dive vlog, I decided to do it on sexual assault and like how you can prevent it, like as if you're like a bystander or like somebody's friend. So I did some research, and on a website called Vector Solutions, I found something called the 3Ds. The first one being direct, distract, and the third one being delegate. So let's dig in on the first one. Direct. So basically, you see it happening in a bar, you go up to the person, and you're like, hey, are you okay? Or you go up to the person that's being assaulted, potentially. Like, hey, are you okay? Like, is this making you uncomfortable? Anything of that nature. Or you could directly address the aggressor. So the person trying to, like, putting his hands on the girl, making her feel something like that. Tell him to stop and be like, dude, like, this is not okay. Like, leave her alone. She doesn't want you, man. Like, just go, basically. All right, so for the distract, so say, like, I see this happening. It's like one of my girlfriends. I go up to her, and I accidentally, like, spill my drink on somebody. On the aggressor, sorry. I spill my drink on the aggressor, which causes him, obviously, to get mad, but be like, oh, sorry, and then he goes and cleans himself up, therefore diffusing the situation where they're together. It works out pretty well. Or if, like, you'd be like, if it's a girl, they're two girls, you see your friend getting assaulted, be like, oh, hey, do you want to go to the restroom? Like, I have to tell you something, or something for that nature. Just distract them, get the aggressor's mind off of it, so, like, it doesn't seem like anything's planned out and going on, but it actually is to get her out of that scenario. And finally, delegate. So this is when somebody doesn't feel, like, say I feel uncomfortable intervening, I would call, like, my mom, my dad, 911, an RA, or something of that nature, excuse me, to come and help out and to make sure that everything's going smoothly, right? So, with that, it's very important to be able to assess, like, what's going on in your surroundings. Like, if you're at a bar downtown, you need to always be keeping a lookout for your friends. And I know I do personally, because I live with three girls, kind of, and so I know I'm always, like, watching out for them and their friends and stuff, just to make sure nothing's happening, just watching over them, trying to be a good friend, I guess you could say. And so other scenarios that you need to party smart would be, obviously, stick with your friends. Like, before you go out, don't just play it by ear. Like, make a plan, like, what you're gonna do tonight, or, like, come up with a code word that only you and your friends know. Definitely hold on to your drink. And I have this thing, it's called a candom. It's like, you put it over, like, folds out, like, it folded out, and you put it over your drink, and it keeps anybody from putting anything in it. I talked about this in class one time. But also, don't take drinks from anybody you don't know or don't trust. Watch the bartender pour it. Don't drink from a punch bowl, because a lot of times that's the easiest way that they can, like, drug it or roofie it, right? Don't, like, just be smart. Just stick with your friends. Don't take anything from a stranger. Get your drinks for yourself. You'll be good to go. And also, for dating, like, tips for dating, know your limits and let your date know, like, let them know, like, from the very beginning. Excuse me, like, you're not comfortable, like, having sex. Okay, tell them that, express that, and see if they respect it or not. If they don't respect it, then you gotta go. You gotta trust your gut in situations, because a lot of times there will be alcohol involved, and you won't, like, the alcohol will think for you, not your sober self, and you go against your gut feeling. Even though you have one, you go against it because the alcohol is basically telling you so. You need to stay in control.